Hello and welcome to another update video about ETH. So we have a lot of selling pressure today in the market. Again, nothing major, but as you can see, that resistance area we discussed in the previous video, the market already respected it, coming down a bit here. So let's talk about the different scenarios. Let's talk about first of all, the overall context. Very important to understand. And then we take a look at the two scenarios we're observing here and where the price eventually should land. First of all, the upside targets in this wave one were reached. This was our 5-wave move to the upside, and it peaked at around $2,405. And we're now coming down in what looks at the moment like a really nice corrective structure. So for me, that's a corrective move down, yeah, not an impulse overall. I've got an A wave down. We've got a possible B wave top. And we take a look at what the structure could be. We've got a possible B wave top, and we could now be coming down in the C wave. Okay, so that's a possibility. It is also possible that the B wave is still in the making, but we'll see how the market decides. But overall, we should end somewhere in the green support zone. That's what I would like to see. That's what I've been talking about for more than a week. We'd like to see that price come down into the support zone. Surely, how to get there? That's going to be decided every single day, every single hour by the market. Movement within corrective patterns can be somewhat chaotic. So it can be, you can get quite rapid ups and downs just because in these corrections, the market often hasn't really fully made up its mind yet. And also because there are something like, I think it's 12, 13, 14 corrective patterns in Elliott Wave. So it's quite normal that they transform into something different. At every juncture, the market has to decide which corrective pattern is going to be used, because let's look at this. For example, this was a B wave. So that B wave could have taken like 13 different structures, or 14 or something. Then looking at this move up here, that was an A wave, could also have taken different shapes, right? This B wave now, if it is one, can take different, or this entire B wave, right? So it's very complex. So we just use it at the moment as a roadmap to understand, to get us some pivots and to understand where the market could change its mind, and to understand when this entire correction is likely over. At the moment, as the selling pressure shows, the correction is likely not over. And let's talk about the different scenarios. In the previous video, I explained to you that we likely top tier locally or nearly, okay? And that we could experience today a bit of a move down, maybe in a B wave and then one more high. That gives us a higher B wave. That's one scenario. That's basically the short-term bullish scenario in which we would see a higher B wave still in a larger A, B, C structure. Basically that the assumption would be that, yeah, this wave 2 is unfolding. That's anyway our base case, okay? So the wave 2 as a corrective structure is unfolding. That's the base case. In this scenario, we're tracking typically an ABC structure. So we likely have our A, so either the A wave completed really here, that was like last week, Monday, and we are now basically in a B wave, in an A, B, C structure, different potential, or could have bottomed here in an A wave, then A, B, C. There are many structures, but essentially there is still a potential for a high B wave or higher B wave, and then we could come down from there. Or, and that's, to be honest, it looks a bit like that right now. It is possible that, let me just think, yeah, this was indeed the A wave, this was indeed the B wave, and the C wave has already started, and this was a wave 1 in an ending diagonal, 3 waves. This here was a wave 2, and if we now see a break below the wave 1 low at around $2,118, then we could be coming down in a third, then should get a 4 and 5. This would be the fastest way to get this correction done. Levels for you to watch out for: this accelerated short-term, you could say bearish wave count, will certainly be confirmed with a sustained break below 2,146. And then a break below that wave 1 low will confirm it further. But note that the market seems to be in this pattern. So it looks like a descending wedge. So to really confirm that further, we also need to see a break out of the trend line to the downside. Either way, I would like to see the price get to at least $2,008, possibly rather 1905 or 1807. So would like to see in each, it doesn't matter which scenario we're looking at, the market should get into this support region for a reliable wave 2 correction. That's what I would like to see. Yeah, of course, it can take different routes to get there. But this for me is one, the direct bearish count, or short-term bearish, or even with a higher B wave and then to come down. Could the low be in already? Yeah, but there isn't really anything that makes that highly likely at this stage. It's remotely possible, but I don't see it at this stage as highly likely, and it would need to prove that to us really with impulses to the upside. Obviously the next move up would be a third wave. That third wave is typically quite aggressive, okay? So I don't see that aggressiveness at this stage. So that's sort of what we're dealing with here. A little bit of up and down, really zooming out, not much happened. Yesterday the price moved up a bit, today it comes down a bit. It's sort of that typical roller coaster, bouncy castle price action that you see in a correction. And yeah, definitely the analysis gives us some levels to watch. Whatever you're doing, just be aware that the main question really is if an impulse to the upside, a turnaround shows to the upside before the market breaks below our key support level. That's the main support. I don't need to change anything around my main assumption until the price breaks below 1676. So ideally we see a bit of a reaction to the upside, an impulse, start of a third wave rally before we break below that level. Also note that a wave 2, in contrast to a wave 4, Bitcoin might be in a wave 4, Ether is likely in a wave 2. A wave 2 is there to scare people out of the market. A lot of people are going to panic in this sell-off, I think. Yeah, they can bore you out of the market as well, but a wave 2 is often designed to make people think the bear is back. So we'll see how that looks. So yeah, I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. You can find the links for those channels in the video description. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.